Hola, ¿cómo estás? Woo! All right, all right. Is anybody up in here? Is anybody up in here? Okay, hey, Keisha Lachey, Tanya, Mrs. Williams now. How you doing? How are y'all doing tonight, ladies? Whoop, whoop. I am sorry I am a little late. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay. Your girl was having some issues, okay? Some little technical issues, but we figured them out, okay? We figured them out. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get to my comments, y'all. Don't just bear with me, okay? Bear with me. Uh okay, let's see. Let's see. Girl, I just poured me a glass of red wine. All right, okay, hey, Miss Tanya. I was trying to message you back and tell you that it was tonight. And then I got stuck in you know, you know. Okay. Hey, Joy. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, we're gonna do a roll call in like 5 minutes. We're gonna wait for everyone to get in here. Okay. Oh my god, it's so nice to see so many of y'all tonight. Yes, Auntie. Yes, yes, and yes. Hold on, I'm trying to get to these comments so I can sit back and kiki kaka with y'all right here from the couch. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be kiki kaka with y'all. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Where is my own video? Okay. Ooh, child, this is funny. I ain't been on here in so long. So y'all gonna have to bear with me, okay? In about 5 years, Tanya, we done had women who whine since it's been more than 5 years. It's been less than 5 years since the last time we had women who whine. Because we've had women who whine right here in this house, okay? Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I'm drinking, Auntie. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Boom. Shawala walla. Shababy. Jazz. Look, y'all, Jazz in the building. Where's Tiff, Beauty, and Ashley tonight? Well, honey, let me go ahead and tell y'all. Now, if I keep waiting around for my sisters to participate, y'all won't get women who whine, okay? Because they have schedules that are just like they are busy bodies, busy women, and they have things to do. However, I do have a little surprise guest coming on here tonight, and y'all already know who it is. Can somebody guess who it is? Okay, can somebody guess who it is? Okay. Oh my gosh, I cannot find these comments on my video. This is really bothering me. Let me just go to my page. Hold on. Eclectic Mista. Okay, live. Let me just go to my. Okay, this is much better. I feel like I got the remote, the comments on remote. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to Women Who Wine. All right, I am super excited to be here tonight. I am. I am. I am. Okay. I am. I am. I am. Let's see. I'm getting ready to do a roll call. Okay, I'm getting ready to do a roll call. So when I call your name, I need you to tell me where you watching from, what state you watching from. Okay, so I'm gonna go on down the list, and when I call your name, y'all be sure to tell me what state you from and what are you sipping on tonight. Okay, and then I'm gonna tell y'all after everybody done did their introductions. Professor gonna tell y'all what I'm sipping on tonight, okay? But there is a theme tonight, okay? There is a theme tonight, and this is the theme. Are you ready? Let's drink and judge people. Yeah, yeah. Y'all, this is my own private stock. I made this wine during the pandemic, which I like to call became the wine-demic. Okay, because y'all know we all was sitting at the house drinking wine, child. Okay, y'all already know. We was all doing it. We sure was. We sure was. Okay, so that is tonight's hot topic right there. Okay, so I'm gonna call your name, and when I call your name, I need you to drop in the comments what state you are chatting from and what you sipping on tonight. Okay, so we're gonna start this off first. Miss Keisha Lachey, Tanya Peterson, Mrs. Williams. Now we are doing roll call. Okay, Auntie Joy, Sugar 16, Gabrielle Jamila. Okay, let's see, Danita P. Caldwell. Okay, Dance Lovers 16. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Your little nephew is over there. He over there. You know, he can't get on the couch. Okay, he can't get on the couch, honey. He can't. You gotta stay where a fur baby need to stay. Okay, not on my couch though. Okay. I already answered where the sisters are tonight. All right. We have Eclectic Jr. in the building. Earth Girl. Okay. Let's see. Miss Valerie Bennett. All right. Let's see. Okay. Did I say Gabriella? Jamila? Did I say that name already? Okay. See? Jazz is in the building tonight and is okay. Yes, Mama Rose will be on here tonight, y'all. Okay, Mama Rose will be on here. All right, Miss Alberta Middleton. Okay, Joyce Truth. All right, Jermisha Davis. Okay, M Yonder 97. All right. Yes, honey, they got children and jobs, honey. Okay. Now, was that a little shade, Miss Tanya? Because you know I got a job too. Professor wears very, very many hats. Okay, I do. My daughter just told me I am the manager of the family. And I am. I am the manager of the family, child. Okay. Auntie Joy, New York, but she now resides in Nevada. Okay. Keisha, Virginia, drinking Stella Rose Black. I know that's right, honey. Child, we've been waiting to taste your wine. Auntie, Mr. Long told me I got so much of it downstairs. He told me I need to sell it. Okay, so if you want to buy a bottle, Auntie, I'm willing to sell some bottles tonight. Okay, I sure am. Okay. Let's see, Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, you are drinking Menage a Trois red silk, baby. Okay. Woohoo! Anita Wino. That's me. Okay, Miss Williams, now Tampa, Florida, sipping Bartonura Muscat. Okay. Just as she in Georgia and she drinking a Club Tales. Okay, y'all know that's the one in the can. But I'm gonna tell you that little can do get you lit. It do. It gets you lit. It's also an acquired taste, just like kombucha is. It's an acquired taste. Okay. Let's see. Life's Joy sipping on some red Moscato. Y'all know I love me a good red wine. Tanya is checking in from Brooklyn, New York, and she's drinking peach frutascata. Frutascata? Frutascata. I'm gonna have to try that, honey. Frutascata. Okay. Valerie, North Carolina. She drinking on some grape juice. No, oh, that's the you drinking on the grape juice they serve at the church. You know, when you get in the communion, because that's some good old grape juice. Oh, it used to be my favorite thing, y'all. When I was a kid, to go to church and go to church on the first Sunday and get the little bread, the little wafer, and the little wine in the cup. Yep. Maybe that's how I started liking red wine, child. I ain't gonna even lie. Okay, let's see. Earth Girl is sipping on Sky Vodka in Brownwood, Texas. Now, if y'all don't judge me because y'all know I'm looking at this little ass phone compared to this big ass screen. Okay, so don't judge me. I know how to read. Okay, reading is fundamental. Okay, Gabriella. She is coming from the beautiful state of Georgia. Y'all know that's that peach state. And she's drinking Saint Germain margarita in a wine glass. I know that's right. Okay. Joy's Truth is coming to us live from Puerto Rico. Okay. M. Yonders is coming from Gary, Indiana. I just Michael Jackson was born. Gary, Indiana. Okay, I know he was somewhere in there, so y'all just make sure you tell me, okay? We haven't seen Rose in a hot minute. Nope, I'm waiting for her to pop up on the screen, okay? Okay, let's see. Ozoka spring water for me. Okay. Is it sparkling spring water? Okay. Now, see, nephew has the right plan. Sitting his ass down. Absolutely. Sitting his ass down. Okay. And is okay. Rosaline finally made it. Yes. She said, son had a car accident. No. I pray that your son is all right, honey. Okay. Raleigh, North Carolina, Stella Rose Blueberry. Well, your son must be all right because you was right here with us, honey. Right here, getting ready to drink and judge people. Okay. Yes, honey. Yes, and yes, and yes. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yes. So Michael Jackson was from from Gary, Indiana. Okay. I'm so glad to know that your son is good. Okay. Because honey, we all know we parents every day, no matter how grown these kids get, we still parents, honey. We still be worried about them. Okay. So, honey, I done gave a roll call to all of y'all, and I'm going ahead and tell y'all what Professor is sipping on tonight. Okay. Professor got y'all in the gallery living room. I told y'all my house is like an art gallery, honey. Okay. It's sections to this place. Okay. It really is. All right. This is where all the art and shit is, okay? And I'm sipping on my own red wine, 13% alcohol, baby. Like I said, this was made in 2020. Okay, it is like a red Merlot, all right? I made this, y'all, with my own hands. I did. That was a birthday gift from husband in 2020, and y'all know I have my love for red wine, and I have tons of these bottles downstairs. And honey, if I made it in 2020, that's 5 years. 5 years. Y'all know this wine is nice and good, okay? Nice, good, and go. Did y'all see my face? Okay, that's how Bond be doing sometimes. So cheers, Women Who Wine is officially back. It's officially back. Okay. So let's get right into this now. Okay. Y'all know these people. When I say these people, I am not talking about the free people. Okay. I ain't talking about the free people tonight. Tonight, it's okay for us to talk about people tonight. Okay. But we're not going to talk about DT, Cheeto. Okay, we're not going to talk about him because he can be depressing. However, we are going to talk about a subject that is really hot on the streets right now. Okay, and if y'all know, you know. If you can guess what I'm talking about, let's see if somebody guess. Okay, next up, we're also going to be talking about some parental things around here. You know, like I said, you know, I don't know who around here raising entitled kids, but I'm gonna go ahead and raise my hand and say, I ain't. Not me, Craig. Not me. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't did it. Ain't gonna do it. Even when I get some grandchildren, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't. Okay. And then also, this is gonna be the topic that we discussed right off the rip. Okay. And if y'all ready to just, you know, jump right on in. Like I said, I'm waiting for Mama Rose, so that's why I'm gonna go with this subject first before she get in, because I won't have to weigh in on them other two topics. Okay. Now, the first topic, listen. Okay. Okay. Gabriella, okay, a little bit of the shutdown, a little bit, but more so like what's got people talking about they finna go to jail. Okay, what got these people around here talking about they finna go to jail? Okay, not me. Not me, Linda. Not me, girl. Not me, not me, not me. Okay, but first up, I gotta ask this. All the ladies in the building, let me see the emojis. Hi. Let me see. Let me see. Yes, Miss Dion, the snap. Honey, these people around here is really about to snap about this damn snap cord. Okay. I'm just saying. Bon, you want to come say hello to the ladies? You want to come say hello? Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't put his robe on, y'all. He was gonna get real demure for y'all, and he was gonna put on his Hugh Hefner, you know, his little black robe, but we couldn't find it. We couldn't find it. We couldn't find it. That's when I started having all these technical difficulties. Okay. So he can't come on here naked. Y'all ain't finna report me. Okay. Y'all ain't finna report me. All right. All right. Miss Dion, could you do me a favor? Could you go? You are Earth Girl, somebody that's underneath the lecture hall, okay? Could you go in there and tell Miss K and Des I need them to come to class, please? This is grown woman class tonight, so I need them to come on over to class in case we get some trolls, okay? Because y'all know they like to show up, child, okay? And okay, hey, Tina, how are you? He came to say hello. Now don't y'all go reporting me to the CPS for the pets, okay? Because he naked, okay? Don't go trying to report me, okay? But say hey, ladies. Hey, how you do? Mama, just cover up my jewels. Cover them up. Yeah, just cover my jewels up. Yeah, that's my bonbon. He said he was having a little menopause earlier today, so I had to take off his sweatshirt. Okay, he said he just wanted to be naked. Okay, so he just wanted to walk around the house and just let it all hang out. Okay, so I let him. I let him say bye bye. Say bye, ladies. Say bye bye. Say bye bye. Because I know my dad's watching, and he's gonna be like, "Why was that pup up on that couch? Like, why?" Anywho, y'all. Anywho, okay. That's my baby, child. Y'all know that's my baby. Okay. Yes, girl. Food stamps. Okay. So the first thing I want to ask y'all, okay. Now, those of you who, y'all know y'all go to brunch, y'all have girl night dinners and stuff like that. You know, I have a question for you. So you already know the answer. Two scenarios. Y'all sit down at the table, y'all, okay? And y'all know, when you sit down at the table, let's just say it's a group of 7, okay? We're going to keep it nice and even like that. Group of 7, okay? Who paying the bill? I gotta ask this. Because this is like a question that I be going back and forth with people, and it just be a debate that I still ain't gonna change my mind. I'm still gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I'm sticking to what I think is right. Okay, who paying the bill? Are we doing A? Are we just going to add the bill together? Okay, and we're gonna ask the server to split the check, or are we going to say, everybody's gonna get separate checks? Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what y'all say, because I'm gonna see if some of y'all say what I say. Okay, I'm gonna just see. Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Now let me ask y'all while I'm waiting to hear what y'all say, because it's 35 of y'all up in here, okay? And y'all know y'all need to hit the what? The button that looks like this, okay? I promise you, it's free. It is no charge, okay? No charge to hit the button, honey. The like button, okay? Hit that button. I promise you, it ain't gonna bite you, okay? It ain't gonna ain't gonna cost you nothing to hit the like button. Okay, I see Tina said separate checks. Tanya said I pay for whatever I order. I like separate checks. Okay. Gabriella, separate unless previously discussed. Now, when you say previously discussed, you're talking about, let's say we taking our friend out for her birthday, right? And somebody gonna pay for the birthday girl, right? So are you talking about special occasions like that, where we all agree that we're gonna make sure the birthday girl is squared away? However, are we still asking for separate checks? Okay, let me see what else they're saying. They said split the bill amongst the table. I'm too old to be nickel and diamond at a table full of consensual brunching. Okay, Danita, that's grown. That's grown. That's grown. Okay. Okay, rather share the bill unless already established. It will be separate billing. Okay. Okay. Okay, Gabrielle said exactly what I'm saying. My friend doesn't pay. I got her birthday. Okay, so we all agree that if it's the friend, somebody got the friend. Okay, I got my friend. I don't know about y'all, but I got my friend. Okay, now, Danita, let's just say, girl, you went out to eat that night and you was eating light. Okay, let's say you had a salad. All right, you had a y'all know, one of them fancy salads, that have fruits and all that stuff in it. Okay, it be full. Okay, you have the salad, and then you may have a alcoholic beverage, and let's just say your bill by itself was like 35, 45, maybe $50. Okay, because y'all know brunch can get expensive these days, child. If groceries expensive, what y'all think the hell brunch gonna be? Okay, so with that being said, then everybody else at the table ordering all this alcohol. They ordering entrees. They ordering appetizers, desserts. And your $50 bill just turned into maybe 100, 150, because we're going to split the check. I don't know if y'all seen that clip on social media where these group of people went out and the bill came up to like $1,500. Okay, and when I tell y'all, people was acting real broke. Okay, real broke. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you there is a remedy to that right there. Okay, and if y'all want me to tell y'all the remedy, let me just see some emojis and I'm gonna tell you the remedy, because I don't have a problem going out with a bunch of chicks or my friends and we split the bill. I don't have that problem, yet I also would prefer to split the check. I'm not a nickel and dime chick either, Danita. Okay. However, you have those people that just like to try you. Okay. You have people that like to try you. Okay. Let's see. Pay for my friend. I'm with you, Tina. Some heifers will come, eat the food, then ask you to pay. That's tacky. That's tacky as hell. Do you hear me? Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. First rule of the thumb. So that we don't have to be, saying we gotta Pay separate checks, okay? First of all, don't hang out with broke bitches. Yep, I said it. 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 Don't hang out with broke bitches. Period. Okay? Because when you start noticing a trend that every time we go out, you ain't got no money, okay? And I got to be putting in on your tab, and then you don't never talk about you got me. I see that as being a problem, y'all, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that can ruin friendships, okay? When you have somebody who's putting out more than the other person is putting in, okay? If you feel me, let me know. Let me know, child. Let me know. Do you feel me? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Miss Dion said I split the check and we paid for the birthday girl. Yes. Okay. Gina said no. My circle is small and grown. We don't do the eating ish if you're not used to and can't. She said if your ass can't pronounce it and your ass know damn well you ain't eating this, child, how in the hell? How in the whole hell you gonna talk about you finna be ordering all this shit? I know that's right, okay? She said, well, I must have a different set of friends. Girl, what kind of friends you got, Rosalind? Okay. Child, my circle is real small, okay? Mine's so small. Child, my friends don't even live in the same city with me, okay? Hold that line, y'all. Hold the line. Cause Mackie over here talking about she need a little life support. So y'all hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. Okay. Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. Okay. She was over here flashing. Okay. She was flashing. Oh, y'all. I got on my pink for breast cancer awareness month, okay? Just an FYI, y'all make sure that y'all make y'all appointments to go get your girls checked out, okay? Honey, if you gonna have any best friends in your life, these should be your first best friends, okay? Because they are part of your body and they are a part of you. So y'all make sure that y'all are getting y'all mammograms and these wellness checks, because honey, the quicker and the faster we find out that there's a problem, the easier and the not the easiest, but it is the best way for you to start receiving treatment and we can get better. Okay. So I want to make sure I put that disclaimer out there. Okay. And okay. One time, let's give a toast for all our survivors. One time for all of our breast cancer survivors. Let's toast. Ching ching. Y'all. Woo! That thing hit, honey. Okay, let's see what y'all saying. Oh, I know that's right, Rosalind. Ones that can pay the bill. I know that's right. Okay. Hold the line, hold the line, hold the line. That's why I have lunch dates with my sisters. Oh, yeah. See, yeah. Your sisters, that's an exception to the rule. Okay. Your daughters, that's an exception to the rule. But everybody ain't able. Okay. Everybody. She said, right. We know who to invite. We have Eddie V friends and Waffle House friends. Child, okay, hold on. They might get a gift card to do your own birthday brunch with that gift card. I feel you, Danita. Now that sounds like a woman with a plan. Okay. I'm about to put that one in my pocket. Okay. Yes, y'all support and y'all make sure y'all drink a sip for all our breast cancer survivors and those of us who have lost someone to breast cancer as well. I would love to post some out on this flow, but I am not trying to ruin up my rug. Okay, I'm not trying to ruin my rug or this hardwood flow. Okay, I ain't, and I ain't trying to be working after I get off this live with y'all. So I'm just saying, we just gonna raise another glass for the ones who have gone to glory. Okay. Now, y'all, let me tell y'all something about this wine right here. This wine will hit you real quick. Do you hear me? It will have you lit. Okay, and you ain't gotta have a big ass glass either. Okay. Yes, God bless all the survivors. Okay. Hello, Miss Sandra. How are you? Okay, let's see. For my college roommate, NCCU, stand up, survivor twice. Hallelujah. Okay, okay. So Earth Girl said, I pay for what I order. And that's it. I'm with you, Earth Girl. We could go out together. Okay. Now, my friend circle that I have, my girlfriends that I have never had that problem going out with them and it being like, oh my God, who's gonna pay the bill? Sometimes I may pay the whole bill, sometimes they may pay the whole bill. Sometimes we may just split the bill straight down the middle because we had appetizers, we might have shared entrees to try different things. We had some cocktails now, okay? So we just split the bill. But you can't do that with everybody, okay? I'm just making sure I set the record straight. You cannot do that with everybody, okay? Okay, my daughter had cued me, but I don't know where that clip is. So we gonna jump into the next thing. And the next thing is, y'all, why is these people out here angry that come November 1st, they SNAP benefits is gonna be cut? Now, from what I've been hearing, I've been watching videos all day on this, okay, and it has behooved me of the things and the audacity that some people have to say, who the hell is the government to be cutting off SNAP, Section 8, some, I don't know if I don't know which one it is, Medicaid or Medicare, whichever one they get. I don't know which one that is. Cutting off their cash assistance. And the easy thing that they just have to do is go get a job and work at least 30 hours a week to still qualify. Okay. Now, I'm going to get ready to play this clip for y'all. So we all on the same page and we all know what the hell we talking about. Okay. I'm going to just come up close to y'all just for a minute. Okay. Just for a minute. Now, please be, I ain't no professional at this like podcast stuff, okay? I ain't no professional, okay? However, I'm still learning and I'm gonna get it, okay? Let me see. She said she always got a plan. She a Leo, okay? Tina, I'm so happy your sister is a survivor. If you pay, don't come. Stay your ass home. That's what it's called, okay? Auntie says they just buried a male cousin 2 weeks ago. He lost his battle with prostate cancer at 61. I'm a liver cancer survivor, 3 years in remission. Praise God. Amen. Can we get an amen? Everybody say amen for Auntie Joy. Amen. Okay. My first lady of the church is also a survivor. Amen to the first lady of the church. All right. Who has time for digging in your purse, pulling out lint? Ain't no lint in my pocketbook, okay? It might be a lot of gum wrappers and stuff in there, but ain't no lint, okay? Sticky mints and trash having a grand time. Nobody, okay? Okay, Head Start. Oh, they cutting Head Start too? Damn. Okay, Medicaid. Okay. Amen. All right, so I am about to show y'all this clip. Hold on now. Remember, your girl is still learning, okay? I'm still learning. Do not judge me, okay? I'm still learning. Okay, so y'all just gonna have to go through this learning process with me, okay? Okay, hold up. Where it go? Hold on. Hold the line. Oh my gosh, I know I saved it. Hold on. Maybe I need to refresh. Okay. Yeah, dog on it. I swear, when you try to be on cue with some stuff, you see how stuff just do you? You see? Do you see? Okay. So Hold on, y'all, because I know I saved this. Maybe I need to refresh my screen on the laptop. Hold the thought, hold the line, okay? I'm so glad y'all know I'm an amateur. I'm an amateur when it comes to the techie stuff, okay? I am. I ain't gonna even lie. Okay? Hold the line. Hold the line. Okay? Thank you, Miss Dion. Hold on. Maybe I need to refresh my Instagram. So let me refresh that. Hold on. Refresh my Instagram. All right. And let's see if it will pull up now. Let's see. I swear. Sometimes I don't like technology, y'all. Sometimes I don't. And we keep making babies when they can't support themselves. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all, okay? I'm going to tell y'all I need this clip, y'all. I need it. Hold the line, honey. We need this clip. Okay, let's see if we can refresh. Please refresh. Okay. Okay. We is back in business. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. All right. This lady is going to explain it first. Okay? 1 second. 1 second. See, don't judge me.
So I keep seeing videos where everyone's complaining and crying and so scared because allegedly their EBT SNAP benefits are going away effective November 1st. And I've seen all these videos where people are saying Trump is taking away food from people right before the holidays. So let me just remind you of something in case you've forgotten. Food stamps, EBT, SNAP benefits, Section 8, that is all under a government assistance program of which taxpayers who work pay for.
That's us.
There's no bank somewhere that has a stash of money that's sending to you because you don't work. And now this video has nothing to do with the people who are disabled, have disabled children. I'm talking about able-bodied workers. There's no bank anywhere where you get free food. That's not a thing. We pay for it. The people who work, taxpayers, we pay for it.
Right.
So now you guys are crying, oh my God, Trump is taking away our food stamps right before the holidays. When did you think your food stamps was going to go away? Because again, it's government assistance, help. It's temporary while you get on your feet. It was not for you and your kids and your kids' kids and all your families and generational free food. That's not what it was. The Section 8, when you guys were crashing out about that a couple months ago, because now you can only be on Section 8 for 2 years. And to be eligible for it, you have to work at least 20 hours a week. Same thing with Medicaid. Aside from people who have disabled family members, you have to work. If the government was still open, you still can't stay on government assistance your whole life unless you're disabled and you cannot work or you care for a disabled family member or child. So you guys literally thought you were just going to get free food just forever? And then remember when you guys were all crashing up because Kennedy put that new law in effect where food stamps, you can't purchase like junk food, sweets, sugary drinks. It's for healthy food. And you guys were mad about that because you can't buy frozen pizza anymore. And you were crashing out about that and throwing hissy fits in the grocery store. So the food was for healthy food. None of you guys tried to get on your feet. And I'm not talking about the ones who used government assistance to help them get on their feet. Bravo to you.
Okay. So y'all saw she broke it down. She broke it all the way down. Okay. Now, she broke it down. I understand all of that. And to me, as a taxpaying citizen, okay, husband and served in the military, then retired and everything, okay, thought for the country, all that. All right. I understand. The key word is it is to assist. Okay. Assist. It is not forever. Okay. And a lot of people have ran with this and they think that it's supposed to last forever. And my question, when I was listening to this today, preparing for this show, I was like, you know what? Why they just can't go out and get a job? What's wrong with getting a job? Do y'all know I heard this lady, a couple of ladies, say that they was allergic to work. They was allergic to work. They said that exactly what that lady done said, that for generations, people have been on government assistance and they have not used it as assistance. They have actually used it as if it was a career, okay? A career plan, all right? As far as I know, government assistance ain't paying no 401ks, ain't no retirement plan included in that. When are you ever going to collect Social Security? Because you ain't never worked a job to even, be able to get a substantial amount of money a month to support yourself once you are able to get that. Okay. And I just feel like enough is enough. Okay. I don't feel no ways tired about it. Okay. And I'm just telling y'all that's just my true thoughts. Okay. Hello, Mary. Check your messenger, mama. Check your messenger. I left you the message. Check your messenger so that you can click in the link and come on here, okay? Let me read what y'all saying right quick, okay? Okay. Y'all said, why keep making babies? They can't support themselves. I completely understand and feel that. 7 kids and 27. Y'all, when I say these people are getting ridiculous amounts of money in food, the form of food stamps. And they around here got their nails done, their hair done, wigs. And I ain't just talking about us, okay? Because y'all, everybody wear wigs, okay? Let me just go ahead and put that disclaimer out there. Everybody wear wigs, all right? But my whole thing is, you're out here doing all this stuff, and then now DT Cheeto has made it his business to say that he was cutting this stuff off. Okay. This is probably the only thing that I can say that I agree with him on. This been needed to stop long time ago. Okay. Did he have to shut the government down? I hate that he had to do that. Yet I understand why the Democratic Party is fighting for us, okay? Because ain't nobody want their medical insurance tripling, quadrupling, okay? Don't nobody want that. We need a lot of things in check, but definitely this is something that needs to go away. It needs to stop. I heard that it's supposed to last until 2034, child, about the food stamps and Section 8. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, child, because I don't watch the news, y'all. I don't. I get my news from Funky Dineva and social media, okay? And Tasha K and the Jasmine brand. That's where I get my news from, okay? I don't watch the news. The news is depressing, okay? Research how beneficial beans, peanut butter, rice, tuna, sardines. It may not be what you want, but it's what you need to get sustainable nutrients and food. Amen to that, Miss Danita, okay? Some people never, because as soon as they have one child is in school, they have another. Oh my gosh, I had a relative that she kept on having babies. I'm not gonna lie. She kept on having babies. From when I was a little girl, she had a lot of kids, and I'm talking over some double digits, okay? And I'm gonna tell you that that's also, I feel like, is a learned behavior as well. I am not talking down on my relative. I'm just saying that it's something that is a taught behavior, because later on in life, her daughter also became the exact same way, had kids in double digits, y'all. And who out here taking care of them? We are. Okay. Danita says she was born in the 60s and we know how to survive where school is concerned. Most definitely. Auntie Joy said they're mad because they can't buy lobster tails, chips, sodas and steaks for their unemployed boys they love. Say it one more time for the people in the bike, auntie. Okay. The system is corrupt. People have abused the system. Yes, Miss Tanya. Yes, Gabrielle. She said she was allergic to work. Okay, allergic to work. Okay. It's hard to get. Mom, go to your Facebook Messenger. I sent you the link. So all you got to do is tap on that link and it will bring you in and I'll be able to see you, okay, in the background. And then I can add you to the show, okay? Tina said, I feel the people that is able-bodied should be working because I once was a taxpayer worked years ago because I became disabled. I understand, Miss Tina. Like she said, it has nothing to do with the disabled and the elderly. Okay. Auntie said a lot of them folks are gonna go to jail for theft as well. Now, this is what I think they stupid at. Okay. Who gets on the internet? Child, let's just look at the clip. Let's cue the clip. Okay, let's cue the clip. Hold on. Let's go back over here. Hold on, y'all.
Your food stamps are going to.
Okay. So yeah, I live on government assistance. Yeah, I get food stamps. Yeah, I get the help because it's hard out motherfucking here. You can't do everything by your fucking self. So I'm grateful for the government fucking assistance. They've done more for me than my own fucking blood.
Y'all are really outraged because now you're gonna have to take the money you normally buy wigs, bundles, get your nails done. Y'all are gonna have to take those funds and buy food now.
We got people now reporting that the EBT system is completely down.
EBT is down, and we're going into the weekend. So I don't know what some families are gonna do.
It shut down twice yesterday.
All you jokers that have been getting all this food or scheming and scamming and selling these stamps, you're not going to be able to do a lot of this stuff no more. Now you're either going to have to get healthy food or you're going to have to go to work.
So I live in West Virginia and they just changed the EBT rules where it can't be used to purchase soda. And I think that's terrible. You can argue all day long that it's not a necessity. It's still a drink. What does it matter?
Somebody was on their last $3 and all they had was money for a bag of chips. Ain't no freaking way you can't get snacks, chips, candy, juice on EBT. Niggas is about to start stealing. So yeah, I live on government assistance. Yeah, I get food stamps. Yeah, I get the help because it's hard out motherfucking.
Thoughts. I'm gonna just say this. And don't take this the wrong way, y'all. But do y'all have any fucks to give to the cause? Do you have any fucks to give to their cause? Okay, because when I'm in the grocery store, and this is a true story. I got 2 true stories to tell y'all, and I'm gonna start at the beginning. Professor, back in 1998, okay, me and James, we had filled out to get food stamps, all right? We had just got married, moved to Hawaii, far, far, far away, might I add, okay? And we were in a whole new state, whole new atmosphere, didn't know nothing about this place, okay? Y'all know gas is high now. Gas is already $5 over in Hawaii, okay? We lived off post. We lived in this tiny, tiny, tiny apartment. When I say the apartment was no bigger than this living room and the next family room next door. That was the whole entire apartment, and we paid $1,000 a month for that apartment, okay? We had a 1987 Chevy Caprice, and this was back in 95, okay? And they told us we made too much money, okay, and that we could not get assistance. And when I tell y'all we were struggling, okay? I had only been in Hawaii for 30 days, and my husband got deployed to Japan, all right? 30 days, I am out of my element. No family around, none of that. Jasmine was not even 1 year old, all right? And he got sent to Japan for 30 days. That first initial, when you first get your first, go to the grocery store, your first time for your first apartment, that is not enough to fill your cabinets and your cupboards, okay? However, we thought we did good, y'all. We spent $200. You couldn't tell us that we have a whole house full of food. But you know, after a couple of days, he was in the military, eating a whole lot because he's a grown man, all right? Here it was me, Jasmine. She still was a baby. Y'all, I decided to put my daughter on whole milk before the doctor even told me she could be on whole milk because we could not afford to get Similac and all of that. So when we first applied for food stamps, they denied us. And this is when we was living off post. Do you know, 9 months later, when we moved on base, now we're eligible to receive it, all right? We only received it for 3 months, all right? 3 months. We got food stamps, and this is when they had the book, y'all. When you had to flip, okay? You had to flip the book, all right? It's an experience to go to the grocery store and to hand them over food stamps, all right? It's an experience because, you know, it's not taxed or anything like that. So for them 3 months, we was doing pretty good, okay? We stocked our house up. I learned how to properly grocery shop and budget all at the same damn time because we had to figure it out, all right? And at this time, this is when I said it's time for me to get a job. And, you know, I wanted to be home with my daughter the first 2 years of school before she went to school or anything like that. But child, I found me a job where I worked at night, child. So when James was at work during the day, I was home with Jasmine during the daytime, and at night, Jasmine was home with her daddy, okay? Because I worked the graveyard shift at good old Walmart, okay? And did. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up with what y'all saying. Hold on. I know that's right. Last thing I wanted some chips and a soda too. I want some substance, okay? Some bread, some meat. Okay. Let's see. Yes, you're right, Tom. You could be $1 over the limit and they will disqualify you for food stamps. Yes. They will deny you for any over if you don't meet the qualifications. Okay. In college, I tried to get food stamps. I was told, baby, if you had a baby, you could. That's that bullshit right there. Okay. That's that bullshit right there. If you had a child, you could get food stamps, but you just out here, trying to live and learn how to live on your own when you're in college. And child, you ain't got time for no damn kids and stuff. And they're right here talking about if you had a baby, you would qualify. Child, I guess I ain't gonna qualify then, okay? I empathize with stuff. I was in grad school. My child was 1 year old, but was penalized for having a working husband. Pretty much that's what we got. We got penalized for having a car that was paid for, and also penalized because we lived off base. And if you are in the military, you know that BA8 show up on your LES, and honey, it be making you look like you making stacks of paper, okay? But child, little do they know that shit is going to rent, electric, cable, because you gotta see TV, okay? It's just the system is twisted, if you ask me. It's twisted because soon as we moved on base where we didn't have to pay rent now, we magically qualified now. But then it still wasn't enough. That's why I had to go out and get a job. Okay. So, girl, okay. Yes, a booklet. That's what they used to give us. A booklet. Okay. Hold on. Alberta says she wants to address this allergic to work statement. She said, I haven't been allergic to work for 40 years. I've been working that long and could not even qualify when I tried. Okay. I feel you on that. So, honey, when I heard that girl say she was allergic to work, I said, well, you might want to get your Benadryl, okay? And you might want to have your EpiPen, okay? Because, girl, you're gonna have to get out here and you're gonna have to put in some work, okay? It's a touchy subject to talk about, yet at the same time, it's a real conversation that to me finally is out in the public and we all talking about it. We have people like us who we're I'm not going to say we happy. However, I'm finally relieved to know that they got to get out there and do something. They got to do something too. I'm sorry. I'm tired of taxes going up. I'm tired of them taking out more money out my check because of whatever's going on, throughout the world, or let's just say the damn state. I live in the highest property state tax state ever. Do you hear me? And they just increased our state taxes again. So when I tell you, say that shit for somebody who want to hear it, because it ain't me. And I'm pretty sure if it ain't you, girl, go ahead and raise your hand and say, not me, girl, either. I don't want to hear that shit either. I just don't. Okay. Civilians think that being in the military is all peaches and cream. Ooh, honey, auntie, say it again. Civilians think that being in the military is all peaches and cream. Nope, there are real struggle stories, child. And I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all we was one of them, okay? We was one of them. Hey, Tanita. Okay, girl, you here. Okay. I know that's right. Get your meds work, honey. Get your EpiPen together, all right? So that's one story that I got for y'all when we first was in the military. And this was 95. If I said 98, I meant to say 1995 because that's when we had moved to Hawaii. The very first time, though, before me and James even got married, I was pregnant with Jasmine and I went to what I think they called it HRS back in the day. Okay, I went to social services just to go get the Medicaid so that I could have my delivery paid for. Okay, good thing my mama had health insurance. Okay, good thing she had health insurance. I still was on her health insurance because I was still in college. All right, honey, I went to go try to get some assistance. All I asked for was for Medicaid. The lady asked me, why do you not want cash assistance? Because I don't need it. Why do you not want food stamps? Because that's not what I'm here for. No. Mama, I'm gonna send you the link again. I'm gonna try to send it to you again. Look at your messenger. Okay, hold the line. Okay, I'm sending it to you one more time. Hold the line. I'm sorry, y'all. Pause for the calls. Okay, please click on the link, mother. I just sent it to you again. All right, you got a fresh browser. All right. You're right. There is integrity in making an honest living. Yes, I come from a working class family too. My mama was a single mama, raised four of us. Four of us by herself. And thank God she had the village. Okay. I had aunties, grandma. Whoo, child. Thank God for that grandma too, child. When grandma and them aunties, child, they saved us many a day. Okay. Yet my mama did it by herself. And when I say by herself, I'm talking about with no help or assistance from daddies. Okay. My dad, y'all know that's a touchy subject for me. Not touchy in the sense where I'm going to get in my feelings. Yeah, it's just touchy because I don't like to talk down on him now. He's older and he understands his mistakes. And hopefully I feel like he is trying to be a better man for it. Okay. However, he understands my mama $5 in child support. Ask me what the hell was she supposed to do with $5 a damn month with child support to take care of a child. Okay. Tell me. No good ass men. That's all I'm gonna say. And yep, I said it. I said it. I said it. Okay. Okay. I don't want to hear it. So when I tell y'all I went to the clinic, when I tell y'all all I wanted was Medicaid. That's all I wanted. They told me that if I didn't apply for food stamps and cash assistance, that they were not going to be able to approve me. And at this time, I was pregnant with child, might I add, okay? And so I was like, okay, bump it. Let's do it. So then she said, excuse me, you have to give me the father's name and social security number. And I asked her why. She said, because we need to put him on child support. That's not what I came here for. Okay, I did not come here because I said I was having a baby with a man that didn't want to take care of his child. That's not what I came here for. I just came here to get some Medicaid. Okay, do you know, y'all, that lady pissed me off. I politely picked up my purse and the little application that she had me fill out, and that she checked Medicaid, checked the cash assistance, and checked food stamps. So I just took my little piece of paper, ripped it up, and walked my ass right on out the door, okay? Because first of all, it's humiliating. Do you know the questions that they ask you? I mean, they get real deep down and personal, okay? Asking you stuff about your relations, who your baby daddy, what's his social security number, and all of this. Some people probably need to do that, but I was not that case. Okay, I was not that girl. All right. So those are the two times that me and him, we tried to get assistance and we were denied the first time. The second time we got it, but we only got it for like 3 months, and then we moved on. Okay. It was something else I was going to tell y'all. I mean, I forgot my damn thought. Okay. Hold the line, y'all. Let me read and maybe it'll come back to me. Okay. Miss Tina says she feels me because she got some people in her family that all they want to do is get assistance while they just sit on their butt. Okay, I feel you. Ms. Williams now says, I've been there too, and single mothers had Section 8, food stamps, WIC, but I was working part-time, so I didn't get cash. My goal for my son and myself was to get out that situation. Amen. And the key thing is what you said. You had a goal. You didn't plan on that wasn't your life plan, okay? That wasn't the end all be all, okay? It was assistance. You get on, you get some help. Once you get on your feet, then you get on and go on about your business, okay? And then you leave that for somebody else to get, okay? Some people do too much. And to me, I look at that as being greedy. Straight up being greedy, all right? You just can't be happy with what you got or what you're getting at the time. And then the thing is, people be on it for years. Years. Oh my God, it makes me angry, okay? Angry. Child, I said it. You can't do nothing with $5, okay? Nothing, all right? Auntie said, this is why I say the system sets folks up to fail. If they can't put you completely in a degrading situation, they don't want to help folks. It's a shame. Absolutely. Degrading. Very, very, very degrading. What about the elderly? Some need help. I totally agree with the elderly. The elderly, the disabled, that's where there's the line, okay? We're talking about healthy, able-bodied people. Now, y'all, I don't know if y'all saw that clip. I forget his name, but I want to say Eva's baby daddy. He was on somebody podcast, boo-hoo crying, because he was saying that he had nothing. He said, and now he don't even have an EBT or a SNAP card. He pulled his SNAP card out. And I'm going to tell y'all now, what was shocking for me was to actually see that it's men out here that are actually getting SNAP benefits too. It's not just single mothers out here. It's actually single men out here as well. Okay. So like when you say, why can't a student get benefits and, you know, they in college struggling? All kids are not receiving a meal plan, okay? All kids, a lot of people are on financial aid and they have to subsidize their the way they pay their tuition through having work study. Been there, done that. And when I tell y'all, the struggle do be real, but there is no struggle like having a kid out here and you can't feed them. So to me, my question to all of the people going out here, all on social media and TikTok and out here talking about they gonna be out there stealing, okay? They gonna steal like it was a jet. Y'all know that commercial they be talking about, like you're going on a jet stream cruise or something like that. They're gonna be out here stealing like that, and they dare somebody to say something to them. So who gonna raise your children? Who gonna take care and feed your children once you go out here and steal grocery? Because that's what your ass already telling everybody that you're gonna do. You're gonna go out here and steal grocery. Do you know the internet is forever? Okay, receipts. All right. Are you like? Come on, I need people to be a little bit smarter than what they acting, okay? You get on social media. Do you not think you just made yourself a target? Okay, you really did. You just made yourself a whole damn target by telling the world your damn business, okay? And what you're gonna go out here and do, they know what you look like, they're gonna see you coming, and who gonna take care of your children then? Your children gonna eat, I'm gonna tell you that much, because they're gonna go into child protective services, they're gonna eat. Because their mama did something stupid or their daddy did something stupid too, and now they done got put up in the jail. Make it make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense at all, okay? Tanya said every woman applying for assistance used to say that they didn't know where the father of the child was. Now, y'all know damn well that's a lie. That's a lie, Craig. That's a lie. Y'all know where these baby daddies is. Sometimes they be right in the damn room or sitting right down the bed with them, okay? Oh, child, I can't make this stuff up. Can't make this stuff up. Yes, Kevin McCall. He was boo-hoo crying. I mean, snot and all. I'm not saying that I was naive to the fact that men get like assistance like that, but I didn't know it was as many men, okay? Because there's a lot of men been all over YouTube and stuff. They have all, when I say they've been having some serious conversations about this SNAP card and these benefits. Oh, yeah, they have, okay? Tina says some people be on it for years and keep having babies to stay on it. I told you, I've witnessed it. I've witnessed it firsthand, okay? Ms. Dion said, if you're disabled and your spouse still works and makes decent money, you wouldn't qualify. Are you serious? Are you serious? Like, for real? Oh, my goodness. Hey, Miss Kay, how are you? You like this view? Try to switch it up and give y'all a little something different, okay? Auntie said exactly. The brother wrote songs for Chris Brown. He says Chris owes him back royalties. And he definitely cried like a child because his food stamps was also being cut. That was a sad sight to see. Do you hear me? A sad sight to see. Okay. Yeah, the men get snapped because they say they homeless. Okay. Rosalind says, my issue is the attitude of the entitlement. That's my problem right there. That's the problem that I have, is the entitlement. It's the entitlement. Okay. Like, what is wrong with going to get a job? What's wrong with going to get a job? All they're asking you, it said 20 hours for Section 8, but I believe for SNAP, they said 30 hours. You had to work 30 hours a week to qualify. So now what does that do? To me, that's like, it's taking it up a level, okay? Where people were not working at all and receiving SNAP benefits, cash assistance, Section 8. Okay, now they're the ones getting cut off. However, if you work 30 hours or more, depending on your pay, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be some type of cutoff for salary, now you qualify for it. They're forcing you to go get your ass a job, okay? What is wrong with people? Why people don't want to work? Can you have a little hustle in you? Okay? Like, what happened to that? I'm just asking. I'm just asking the question, okay? Alberta said my brother was the welfare king. Damn, y'all, she said the king, not the prince, the king. He knew how to manipulate the system. Now, damn, that's the first one for me too. I ain't never heard about the men folks knowing how to manipulate the system. Okay. Auntie said I had a friend that used to stay pregnant, all because she was too lazy to work. Sadly, she even had a child from her uncle. Professor just felt like that just why did she have a baby from her uncle? Why? Oh, I'm so glad I was on this couch. Oh, child, that just hit me like a rock right there. Okay. Oh my goodness. Gabrielle said, I overheard conversations amongst subordinates. A couple of them said that they were coming up for a recertification and had to reduce their hours for the next few weeks. So not only it's premeditated, okay? It's premeditated. That's premeditated, okay? Miss Tanya said, yes, years ago, the social worker used to come to your house and give you a check, give you your check. I had an aunt that was in welfare raising 6 girls. So you know what? I think the system kind of got manipulated when they started putting it on cards. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I wish I could run into somebody that be selling food stamps, like for real. Now, James wouldn't allow me to do it. He wouldn't, because my husband is a law-abiding citizen, and I am too, child. Okay, when I tell you how much groceries cost, and you be seeing these people in the damn grocery store with all these damn carts of groceries. Now, this is the second thing I was gonna tell y'all. About maybe a year ago, I was at the grocery store, my local market here. Okay, and me and James was at the register. We had a cart and a half, okay? Had all our, beverages, waters, and all that stuff in one cart, and then the rest was all grocery. When I walked up to the cash register, they had just made an announcement overhead over the PA system saying that their system was down to verify SNAP benefits. So therefore, if you were paying with a SNAP card today, you will not be able to purchase your groceries. All right. So when I get to the register, we put all this grocery on the thing, okay, the converter belt. And he says, ma'am, we're not taking SNAP cards today. And I looked at him and I said, okay, what they got to do with me? He was like, oh, I'm just letting you know. Well, I also just let you know. What does that have to do with me? Okay. I don't like the way sometimes, and he was like this and not like this. Okay. I don't like the prejudgment. Just because I come up to the register and I got carts, okay, you just assume that I'm paying with a SNAP card. Okay. No, I said, what the hell I got to do with me? Shit, I got money. Okay. The audacity. Okay, the audacity. Don't judge a book by its cover. And child, if you read this cover properly, I'm just saying, I'm going to leave it alone, okay? I'm going to leave it alone. Okay. The uncle thing took me out, child. She had a baby from her uncle, okay? Gabriella said a couple of them have been with their boyfriends for 10, 20 years, but did not get married due to their benefits possibly being cut off as a result. Yeah. I know people who have gotten married, never changed their name, and while married, they were still getting benefits as if they was a single mother. How wrong is that? Okay. Okay. I watched the movie Claudine. It might be before your time, but we are living in the time of hide your iron when the social worker comes to the home. What does that mean, Miss Danita? What does hide your iron mean? What does that mean? Miss Tanya says she's always loved the luxuries, so I'd rather work. Amen. And I'm gonna go ahead and second that emotion. Okay. Auntie said another sad thing is that you have lots of elderly folks never worked, but get a $300 Social Security check monthly. Some even get what's called a crazy check. Auntie, Auntie, what is a crazy check? What is a crazy check? Okay. What is a crazy check? I have to ask because I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Okay, Gabrielle said 2 bags of food total $80. You don't even have to have hardly anything in your cart. You know the line where it say 12 items or less? I done been in that same line and I spent $100, okay? On things that I was like, what the hell did I buy? Okay? What did I buy? Oh, blue checks. What's the crazy check though? What's the crazy check? I really want to know. Tanya said, I've seen women cash in their food stamps so that they could go buy liquor and weed. That's called selling your stamps, okay? 50 cents to the dollar, all right? Why? So to me, do that really mean that you need these large amounts of food stamps that they're giving y'all? I've heard today, the stories I heard was anywhere from $2,500 minimum. They had 6 kids. $2,500 for 6 kids, all the way up to $4,500 for 10 kids. Okay, the lady who was getting $4,500 in food stamps, she said that they just lowered her SNAP benefits down to $800. She said, "How am I supposed to feed 10 kids plus myself with $800?" Danita just gave us the plan, honey. She told us what we need to buy, all right? And you're going to get all your nutrients and you're still going to be full and you is not going to go hungry, okay? She just gave us the ingredients, okay? Ooh, child. Alberta said, I'm buying them those. I'm buying them. Those are my tax dollars and I'm getting a discount. I'm ready for the backlash. All right, girl. Like I said, child, I'll be always wishing I knew somebody, okay? Because, honey, I don't know anybody. But I wish I did. But not now, I don't. Because, child, they'll be the ones that want to fight you, okay? Remember when I saw you on the stamps? And now that I don't get the stamps no more, what you going to do for me? So, see, sometimes it's good to not be the one that play in that sandbox. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got to be thinking about reciprocity when it comes to me. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay? Please watch Claudine the movie. I'm going to have to screenshot that. Let me screenshot this. Claudine. Okay? I'm going to have to watch Claudine. Okay? Auntie, what you talking about? Don't stereotype people. Oh, because he stereotyped me, honey, and I did not appreciate that. James looked at his ass sideways. Okay, he did. People do know how to work the system. The groceries is like going to the casino. I'm trying to put that together. The groceries is like going to the casino. Pretty much you're trying to say it's a gamble. It's a gamble. I'm gonna have to. Dad, please text me the watch Claudine. Okay. Yes, she had a baby by her mother's oldest brother. Unfortunately, the daughter she had by him ended up with lupus and passed away 2 years ago at age 22. Wow. That's sad. That is really sad. She said they are looking for unaccounted income. You're right. You are so right. Oh, that's a good way to look at it. Crazy check for being crazy. She not lying. Oh, child. Danita said, it's a thing when I moved to North Carolina. They call them blue checks and trained the kids to play crazy. So now we teaching our children how to beat the system too. I'm done. Some people were saying that they was gonna have their children in the grocery stores stealing with them. Okay, what kind of parent is that? That's all I got to say on that. Okay, that's all I got to say. James L. Jones was in that one, right? Okay, I'm gonna have to check Claudine out. Okay, Auntie said, I feel they should get a job tasting pies. Do something, damn it. These folks got pill and alcohol habits and live in low-income apartments where we taxpayers pay the rent balances and their electric. She ain't said nothing but a word. Tanya, a crazy check is a check where you get a check claiming to be mentally ill so you can get money. With Diane Carroll, and that sounds like that's gonna be good too. That's the plot twist right there with them two right there. Okay, Tanya said Claudine is a very good movie, my favorite all-time movie, starring the late James Earl Jones and Diana Carroll. Okay, Claudine had to hide everything of value with the social worker when the social worker would come visit back in the day, and the women couldn't have a man in their lives either. A must watch. I gotta watch that. Okay, now since we talking about the kids too, okay, how many of y'all think that there are some entitled ass children that's being raised in this time frame right now? I mean, they think the parents is supposed to do everything. Okay, we supposed to take care of them for however long. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, I used to feel a way about this when I was growing up because I ain't understand the plan. Okay, yet now I do understand the plan. Okay, I am a graduate of the plan. Okay, so when I tell you entitled my ass in my mama house, child, I wish you would. When I be telling you my mama did not play the radio, and she didn't, yet they say you never understand what your parents or how they parent until you have a child of your own. And so I'm gonna say this. There's two clips. Well, actually 3 clips that I'm gonna show y'all. One of the mother asking the daughter to help assist her when it comes to taking her back and forth to work. Okay, the daughter is 18 years old. The daughter, oh, there she go. There she go, y'all. Y'all coming to the stage. Coming to the stage. Where did she go now? Where'd she go? Coming to the stage. Are you ready, girl? If you're ready, shake your head, girl, and say, yes, I'm ready. Intermission. Y'all, welcome. My mama, Mama Rose.
Hey, ladies.
All night.
It was hard trying to figure it out.
Well, Mama.
Hey, ladies. Yeah.
Mama, turn your volume down on your side. Turn your volume down on the TV.
Yeah.
Mama, turn your volume down on your side. Turn your volume down on the TV. Anytime I'm say that. Okay. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Can you see me?
I see you loud and pure.
Girl, where's the glasses at, Mama?
Huh?
Where your glasses? Where's your glasses?
Oh, I can see. I ain't that old.
I'm done. For all of my new nieces, y'all get to finally meet Mama Rose. Mama Rose in the house. Mama Rose in the house. Mama Rose in the house. So, Mama, now that that you have popped on here, honey. They say mama looking fine, honey. Yes, she is.
I try to stay fine as wine.
Let's drink to that, y'all. Let's drink to that. What you drinking, mama? What you drinking?
Cran wine.
Mama, stop playing. You know that's a doggone cranberry juice. Stop playing with me.
I'm like Ashley.
I'm done. Y'all, they some mocktail ladies, okay? They mocktail girls, all right? Miss Sandra said you looking good, Rose.
I know. When you get to be 69 and fine as wine, that's good.
Not my mama said, I know. I'm about to get up and walk out this room.
So what is the subject all about? I missed a lot.
You did. You did. Now, mama, we just was talking about the people with the SNAP and how they are angry about these EBT and SNAP cards and Section 8 being canceled. What's your thoughts on it, honey?
They need to get out there and get a job. Because, you know, senior citizen these days, we paying for them to get food stamps. And we can't even get food stamps. One time I applied for food stamp, they told me they'd give me $16. I said, really?
That's just a coupon.
No, that's just some milk.
Mama.
So I didn't need $16, so I told them to keep it.
Milk
Yeah.
costs $16 in Florida.
Just about.
Mama, you is funny. You are funny to me. Okay.
By the time I get $16 from them, only thing I'm gonna get is some eggs and maybe some bread and milk.
You're right. You're right. That's why I said it's like a big coupon. $16 off your total.
And then one time when I went to the store to buy groceries one time, it was somebody in line talking about, Miss, they saw me with money. They said, Miss, I could sell you some food stamps. Let me buy your food. I said, really? I said, let me tell you something. You got cameras right up above the cash register. So I'm not that desperate for no food when I got a kitchen full of food.
That's why you stay stocked up, mama.
I stay stocked up because, honey, I knew this day was going to come. But truthfully, the people need to get out there and get a job. You know, because they give you the help. That don't mean you got to stay getting the help. You got to get out there at some time and get a job.
I know, because they think they're supposed to get the help forever.
Yeah, I still work at my age.
And mama, what did you do at your age, mama?
I'm a forklift driver.
3 snaps up, okay? 3 snaps.
3 snaps up.
Okay.
I make my own money. I don't need the government to give me no help. And I drink to that.
Well, let me drink to that too. Okay. She's sipping on cranberry and I'm sipping on Merlot. Okay, so mama, you a forklift driver. Tell them all your jobs you got. Because she's the hardest working woman. Now, right behind my sister. She's the hardest working woman I know. Tell them all
sometimes you got to work for what you want. That's the only way you're going to get what you want.
It's not sometimes.
When my kids was growing up, I had to work 4 jobs just to make ends meet. And just like my daughter told you, her daddy only wanted to give $5 for child support. And I told him he can keep that. But I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. It's just that the principles behind it, I worked, and I feel like a man should contribute to in a relationship when you got kids.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So I just took it upon myself to do my part as a mother. And that's why my daughters turn out the way they are today.
And how is that, mama?
Strong, powerful, loving females. They don't want for nothing. They don't call mama and say, Mama, we need this. But mama just there when they need me as a backup.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. Okay. Okay. They said, Miss Tina said, I know, right? Because when I was working, they only gave me $10 when I applied for stamps. My mama is a hustler, Tanya. You ain't telling no lies. That's why I'm telling her to tell y'all all her jobs. Cause the lady do everything, okay? She almost like a chicken, okay? She got plenty jobs, okay?
I am a hustler.
She a baker, a seller, a forklift driver. Child, you need anything done? She know how to clean, cook.
I
She
do hair. I do hair too.
She do makeup.
I do makeup.
She know how to sew. She know how to decorate. She
I'm
know
an interior decorate.
She know how to cut grass.
It's just that when my mama was coming up, my mama said, if you want something in life, you got to go out there and get it yourself. And I come from a family where my daddy didn't play the radio either. But even though my parents not here today, but you know, in life, we got to learn and we got to understand what it takes to be responsible and positive in life. Because if you don't get out there and do the job, who else gonna do it? I never really wanted to go to no government, get down on my knees for no help, because really they want to know all your business. So why tell them your business just to get $16, you know? So I can get out there and hustle and do this, do that. I'm a casino player, but I had to kind of slack down with that because, you know, I don't give up money. I try to make money.
I know that's right, honey. And who stay on you?
Who what?
Who stay on you?
I got a tracker. And that's Stephanie. I could be out for a while and she tracking me, you know.
Listen.
If it ain't her, it's Ashley.
Listen. I don't know how many of y'all on here, but if y'all mama or parents got iPhones, y'all need to make sure you turn on their locations, okay? Because I need to know where my mama at. If she ain't answering the phone, I need to pinpoint her location so I could get Ashley on the scene. Do you hear me?
Trust me, Ashley be on it.
She showed you. She done walked up on my mama at the casino and said, Mama, why you not answering your phone?
Really, Steph?
Yes, Mama, really, really. They say, Mama, you got the Haymon family in you. You got 14 jobs. She do, and she do. Miss Tanya told me to tell you she on here. Give Miss Tanya, hey.
Hey, Tanya. Hey, Lady K.
She said, hey, Miss K. Hey,
you know, I gotta keep up with everything.
Yes. So, Mama, what we was getting ready to discuss, because we EBT'd and snapped out with these entitled people. So now we're going to talk about some entitled children, okay, and parenting. And I was just about to tell them that when we was growing up, I didn't understood your thought process, but I understand it way better now. Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna show y'all this clip of this mama and this daughter getting into it because the mama was suggesting that the daughter needs to help her out, and she got a job that she can help her out. She wasn't asking her to pay bills. She was just asking her to help her out with some gas. Okay, so I'm gonna play that clip. Hold the line. Okay. I'm going to play that.
That's what the government funded.
Hold up. Wrong clip. Let me go back. Let me go down. Okay, so here it go right here.
Are you gonna hit me?
What the fuck I'm gonna hit you for, Samaya? I don't got no beef with you. No beef is with me.
been talking? What are you talking about?
Really?
I called you to make sure that you had a ride to work. I don't have to give a damn about you getting to work, Samaya.
No, you didn't. You told me that I had to pay you to get to work.
I said, do you have some money? Because I don't have none. And then I said, Bug, I got $10. But what I'm trying to tell you for next time is that you can't depend on me to pay my money and my gas to get you to and from work. That's not my responsibility. You can't get mad because I'm telling you gotta buy your own food. You're an adult. That's not my responsibility.
So you're not my mom no more because
I'm here to help you. I'm not here to put your goddamn bill.
What have you helped me with? You haven't taught me how to drive. You haven't given me no school. You have not done nothing else.
When do you brush your teeth?
Okay, so
you
what?
been washing your goddamn
Okay, so
clothes.
like, I'm supposed to
I've been taking care of you. I didn't tell you had to leave.
Yes, you did.
I tell you
Yes,
had
you
to leave.
did.
You said I hate it here. I hate you. I want to hurry up and move out of here.
But then
I
you said
didn't
I
come
had
in here and
30
say,
days.
Bug, pack your shit and get the fuck out.
Yes, you did.
I
You
never
literally
told
did.
you that.
Yes, you did.
No.
You can go to the messages. Yes, you did. You told me that 2 weeks ago that I had 30 days to
You told me
leave.
that you was gonna go anyway, Bug. Well, you
Okay.
were supposed to be going
I
to
was
work.
planning not
You
to
didn't
leave.
take your ass to work. Why? Because you got fired. That's how I know you didn't
Because
even
of
go to
you.
work. No, because of you, Bug.
You
Because
were the
all
one
I
that
said
didn't
was,
take
Bug,
me.
look, how much money you make? How much money do you make?
Not $2,000. I barely
Listen
make
to-
$1,000 a month.
You make $1,000 a month. You
Barely.
told me you make $2,000 a month.
Barely.
But it doesn't even matter, Bug. All I asked for was $50 to $100 out of that. That
A
would
week.
still left you with.
A week.
No, I said when you get paid.
Every
50
week.
to 100. I didn't know when you got paid. That's why I asked you. Either way, you would have still had a bulk of money left, Bug. All I said was help me.
So
You're causing me to have to pay gas.
Okay. Hold on. Hold the thought. Okay. So okay. I see Miss Tanya say, I saw this. I don't like this. Okay. How many people in this chat have at some point either been the mama or at some point have been the daughter? Okay. Now, mama, when we was growing up, I remember this, and I'm going to be so honest when I say this. When I worked at the Federal Credit Bureau on Hallandale Beach Boulevard.
Okay.
And this was a job that I had to have for work study my senior year in high school. I recall, my mama would tell me that when I got paid, and I think I got paid like every 2 weeks or something like that. My mama had that same conversation with me about she had to make sure I get to and from work and that I had to at least give her something towards gas money. Okay, that's fair because she burning her gas. She got to go to work. She got to take us to school, pick us up and all that stuff. And she takes care of us, right?
Right.
So I remember when I worked there and my check used to be $100. Y'all, my mama said, give her half. I used to be looking at her like, what the heck? I didn't be looking at her like that, okay? Because I was learning. I remember I'm a senior in high school. I'm learning how to make money and how to budget. So when she said give her gas money, I'm like, okay, but mama asked for half the check, okay? And I used to be looking like, well, what the hell is I working for then? Okay, my check. Okay, so I'm going ahead and tell y'all that job did not last very long. Okay, because when I would have like cheerleading practice and stuff like that, it started to conflict with the job and stuff. So I had to end up letting that job go. And I was like, why would my mama do that? Like, I'm thinking like this is my money that I can make, and these things I don't have to ask her for now. But she ain't trying to hear that, y'all. Okay. She said she wanted half my checks. You hear me? Now, I was the girl in that video, and I was like, why would I give up half my check? But now that I have my own children, you know how they say sometimes what you went through, you're going to go through
it too.
So let me tell y'all a little story with Jada. About 2 years ago, Jada, she been out of school since 2020. 2 years ago, she had a job, and she thought that I was supposed to take her to work. Okay, Mom, you're home all day. You're doing things, on YouTube, and out here doing your own little thing and stuff like that. So I think that you are supposed to take me and pick me up from work. And I had to tell that little girl, you got me messed up with somebody else, because that's not my responsibility. Like, this was
True.
2 years ago. Jada is 24 now. Jada is now 22. I told her it's time for you to start getting serious about getting a car, finding you a stable job, and you need to pay your own way when it comes to how you're going to get back and forth to work. Because
Right.
I had to work. If I had to go clock into a job, I can't be leaving my job to bring you to work and take you and pick you up and stuff like that. You was going to
That's
either
true.
get to work 2 ways. Tom and Jerry, which is your feet, or you was going to have to catch an Uber, okay? Either Uber, something you was going to have to pay, okay?
Yeah, she got to get to work.
So I said, well, what's wrong with you just paying me what you would pay an Uber once,
That's
like,
right.
every time you get paid? It was a whole argument. Ask me now if she said that she should have just paid the little $30 every
Got
time,
it over with.
every 2 weeks. She said, because now I have a car note, I have car insurance, I have to put gas in my own car. Yeah.
That's right.
So I believe that once the kids reach a certain age, you have to back away, because that's when these kids become entitled. I can honestly say I never was entitled. Okay. My mama
Right.
didn't say that. She said she wanted half my check.
But I did buy you a car one time.
You did, and I let somebody steal it. And I messed it up for everybody. I messed it up for all my sisters, y'all. I did. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all I did. I left my keys on the bench. Somebody picked up my keys, took the
And
car.
went beep, beep, beep.
Went outside, found out what a car was. It was a fly little Toyota Tercel too, y'all. Now, I probably felt entitled at that time, but I do understand that when that car got stolen, y'all, I was scared to call my mama. They was like, well, we need to call your mother, Stephanie. I was like, do you have to? I said, I'm going to sit here. Maybe they're going to bring the car back.
You thought they'd joyride with it?
They were going to go to Sonny's and come back and bring the car back. No, y'all, they didn't see that car for like a whole 2 months. And then when they did find it, the car was stripped and totaled. My mama said she was never, ever, ever buying none of us a car ever again, because I messed it up for everybody.
For
So,
all 3 of them.
what's y'all thoughts on that? Mama, would you do it differently?
Well, if I had to do it all over, I would have did the same thing you told Jada, go buy your own car. But I felt like you was my first child, and that was the reason you got that car, because I got tired of taking you to work. That way you ain't had to give me no more money.
Yes.
But you had a car note too, you know.
Yes.
But it was your responsibility as a child to hold on to those keys, especially if it had an alarm, because any car these days got an alarm. Somebody can just go out there and trigger and know what car to go to. So, because I know I done had a couple of cars, and that's a good thing. So you just got to teach kids responsibilities. You know, when they coming up in life, you got to let them know they got chores. If they stay with you, they got to pay a bill. Don't think because it's mama and daddy, oh, you get a free ride. It don't work like that. And I guess that's why my girls turned out to be good girls. They business ladies. They don't never ask me for nothing, but I said, now it's a time in my life that I just got to enjoy my life and travel. So now I could travel and go back and forth to see them. So ain't nothing holding me back.
No.
I'm that chick. I'm that chick that I'm the boss.
She that chick, y'all. Okay, she
So,
that chick.
But I love that my daughters are very responsible and on their own. Stephanie was on her own ever since she was 17. So, and that's the same age I was. I was on my own at 17 too, you know. I feel like, you know, getting married was the way out of the move forward, but it wasn't. You know, sometimes it's best to just wait on the Lord, and the Lord will direct you. He'll guide you, and he'll also protect you from making mistakes in life. I never been in any trouble, but I learned how to be responsible, and my mama kept us in a church. You know, we had to be those little church girls, but sometimes those little church girls, they turn out to be good sometimes, but
you say they turn out to be good sometimes.
Yeah, but you can't hide behind the church because God sees everything. So that's why it's good to be responsible.
So do you think the mama was right or wrong?
Well, I think the mama was right.
I think she was right too.
Because the daughter just felt like she was gonna make her money, go buy her some weave and some nails. And take care of herself.
Yes.
It don't work like that. When you grown and you got a job, you got a responsibility at home too with your mom. Because your mom can't do it all. Especially when she doing it and she living by herself as a single mom. And there's a lot of single women out there today. And some women I feel really bad for because they really are struggling. And a lot of women do need food stamps and assistance. But the ones that don't need it need to get a job and learn to provide for themselves and understand what it's like to be responsible. You know, you can't have a baby every year saying, okay, I make more money. And then you out there trying to take care of the baby daddies, they stand there with you, you know.
You're right.
And I feel like that's not good because half the time you're not making the man be a man. You trying to be his mama. And why be his mama, you know?
Say it one more time for the people in the Bible.
Why be his mama, you know? So, you know, I cried many days when I was young, but I learned how to be a strong female, to know what I want in life. I ain't gonna let no man bring me down. He ain't gonna bring me down to my knees and that I gotta beg for him, you know, because it's not worth it. I've always been that kind of chick that want to move forward, understand what it is to live my life. I can't have a man think he gonna come lay up in my house and enjoy life while I'm out there working. That's what my father did when I was young and got married. He didn't want to work. I had to work. So I guess that's why we're not together. And I never really felt like he was the man that should have been in my life. Because when you invite somebody into your life and they ain't right, you move forward. My children's daddy told me, hey, kids don't keep no family together. And I believe that, you know, because you make a baby, that ain't always the way it's going to be, you know?
Absolutely.
So, but I felt like it was my job as a mother to take care of my kids. I didn't have to go out there and beg for no help. I had to work because that's what it was like. My mom, she got out there and she worked hard every day to take care of 13 kids.
Ooh,
so
that's a lot.
I know what it's like.
Yes, that's a lot.
And
Grandma was definitely that girl too. She was that girl.
And I miss my mom from the day that she left here. But you know, my family is my family. Sometimes you got to keep family business in the business. You know, you can't let your friends know your business because sometimes friends don't even want to see you do good either. You know, So you just have to move forward in life.
This
And
is
a lot
true.
of people don't understand that, you know. You don't buy friendship. You don't go out there and look for this guy to think he got to take care of you. No, you don't need that. Because you can do good by yourself. You can do bad by yourself.
True.
So if I'm out there and I'm on food stamps, you think I'm going to move my baby daddy in the house with me and he got it good and I'm out here and then I get in trouble because I got him staying with me? That's why I take care of myself. My business is my business. And sometimes you got to keep people's out your business.
True.
That's how I feel, you know.
True.
Anything else, Miss Long?
The one thing that I was wondering is why did the daughter record it? Why did she record it? Why was she on live? Why was she putting her mama in that situation to embarrass her? Because mama, I remember back in the day, I remember one of our sisters, I ain't gonna call her name, one of my sisters, okay? She told my mama she was gonna call HRS on her. My mama told her, this is what she said, go get the phone.
I told her to call her.
Call them. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Call them.
I didn't care.
That sister said, our mama is a little touch of crazy.
Sometime in life, hey, kids don't understand. You know, hey, if you taking care of them, HRS ain't gonna take care of you.
For sure not. And that's the one thing that you don't want to do. You don't want to be in the system. You don't want to become a foster or a ward of the state. You don't want to do that. Sometimes I understand that things may happen, and sometimes the children may need to be taken out of their parents' care because maybe the parent ain't taking care of the child like they're supposed to. Maybe it's a neglect thing for real. But I think once children go in the system, they lost.
They are lost. I work in the system. I worked in the system for many years, for 39 years. So yes. The kids, they'll tell you some horror stories. I mean, stories you'll like just sit there and you'll cry about as though that's your child and you know it ain't your child. But it was just sad, you know, seeing how some kids was brought up. Their parents didn't care. Half their parents was on drugs. And it just was so sad just to see that. Because I remember one time when I told my daughter, Stephanie, when she was coming up, that she couldn't go to a dance. And she went anyway. And then she thought about what I said. My mama said I couldn't go, but I took it upon myself. I'm going to my auntie's house. I'm going to go anyway. So I worked that night and I went and I found my daughter at a dance when I told her not to go. But she learned from her experience. You know, when you tell a child something, the child got to learn to listen when it comes down to parenting. Now she have her own kids and now she understand what I meant when I was raising them, you know. Being a single parent is not easy. It's hard as hell. Trust me. But I did it.
I understand.
I had my village right on by my side, but I did it.
I understand what you're saying, Mama, because even though I've been married for 31 years, there was 4 years in our marriage where I felt like a single married woman because James was in Afghanistan. He got deployed. He got stationed in New York at Fort Drum. And if everybody know about Fort Drum, you already know you can become the black hole. And he got deployed. He was gone the majority of the whole 4 years. And I was stuck in North Carolina to do it by myself. Now, with the grace of my mama always being able and willing to come help me, she would travel to North Carolina to come stay with the girls. If I had to go on business trips and stuff like that, she would come during the holidays and stuff. I'm just thankful that I had a strong village to help me during that time, because it was times I didn't know if I was coming or going, because worrying about your husband, your other half in another country, not knowing if he gonna
Right.
come home to me. And then on top of it, you got 2 kids that you're raising by yourself. Jasmine was like 10 at the time. Jada was like maybe 3 years old when he got deployed. That was the hardest 4 years of our marriage. And I am proud to say we made it through it. I'm thankful for my village. I'm thankful that, you know, I had family and I had people who actually wanted to help me raise them, because I couldn't do it by myself. And mamas need their time, honey. They need their time. So spring break and summer was my time, honey. I was thankful that my mama was able to take my daughters and give me just a break so that I can have a mental break, just to have time
Right.
for myself. So, mama, I thank you for that. I thank you. And if I ain't, well, I know I told you thank you before. I'm going to say thank you
You
again.
tell me that all the time because we still on the phone every day.
I talk to her every day, y'all. Every day. I am the bona fide. I'm going to answer the phone when my mama call, okay? So let me read.
You told me you got that special rain for me
What special rain?
when I call.
Oh, it say, I'll always love my mama because she's my favorite girl. That's my mama ringtone, y'all, when she called me, okay? I'm gonna read some of the comments. Let me see where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start right here. It says that Miss Tanya said, I saw this video earlier this week. The person that posted felt that the mother was wrong in wanting her daughter to pay her bills. Miss Tina said, I definitely felt like the mother was right, because she is a grown woman, not a child anymore. I totally agree with that. Miss Tanya said, no hobosexuals over here. Men who want to live off women. They are called hobosexuals.
That's right.
Okay. They couldn't believe that grandma had 13 children. She sure did. 13 children. Tanita said her son just turned 21 yesterday and been working since he was 16. He still lives at home, and yes, he helps with some bills, etc. Because young adults living at home still need to learn. Yes, mother. I totally agree with that. Even though if you live at home with your parents, I don't see nothing wrong with contributing, okay? Because have y'all seen the price of rent these days? Rent ain't cheap, okay? It ain't cheap, not one damn bit, okay? Face, you say, because kids today think they're entitled. They do think that, okay? Mrs. Williams said she was thinking it was going to embarrass her mom, but it backfired. As soon as I saw the video, I ain't gonna even front y'all. I was like, why did the daughter do that? You look like an idiot, okay? You really look like an idiot. The daughter did think she was right, Kim, absolutely. Tina said, my son is 28 years old now, but hasn't worked since the age of 17 years old. He walked off his job and he has been owning his own business since. I know that's right. One time for the one time. Okay. Ms. Williams said, my cousin's son just tried to raise up on her. He left on his own because she asked him to feed the dog and walk it. If you can't feed the dog and walk the dog, and you gonna raise up on me because I asked you to do that, you need to get the hell out of my house anyway.
That's right.
Because the day I start being afraid of my child, that's a problem.
True.
That's the problem. Now, mama, I ain't gonna lie, I always was afraid of you.
I know.
That lady,
I used to give you that look.
Child, she told us when she left the house, you bet not open the door. And I said, well, what if it's Jesus? She said, I don't care if it's Jesus. Jesus don't need to be asking to come in anyway. He don't just come through. That's what she told us. And I was like, oh my gosh, I ain't been right since. Guess what? That's something I told my children too. I sure did. she said he did make it 24 hours out there after talking crap to cops. They brought him back. So see, he couldn't even last out there by himself. Okay. She said, my mother says women should never say, I can do bad by myself. She says women should say, I can do good by myself.
That's right.
On that one, you can do good by yourself. Like I said, we all about positivity and uplifting women over here.
That's
now,
right.
I've had some conversations tonight, you know, dealing with people on the SNAP system, yet that's not just dealing with women. We dealing with the world right now, okay?
Yeah, men get it too.
Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't know men was out here on SNAP. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Everybody get assistance. I see people every day in the food line, even the rich and the wealthy.
And that's how the rich and the wealthy stay rich and wealthy.
They go and get that help too.
I know. Alberta said, I raised mine alone and it was hard, but I wouldn't change anything about my journey.
Me either.
I know. I think sometimes the best lessons are learned by learning things sometimes the hard way. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add an addendum to that. I'm not that person that if I hear a story and you're telling me about your testimony, something that happened to you, I can learn just from hearing what you just told me. I am not a person that feel like I got to find out for myself. I don't feel like that. To me, I feel like if you shared your story with me, I'm going to take pieces from that and I'm going to put that in my pocket. And you know what? Thank you for sharing, because you just taught me something that I might not have known. So I'm not the person that got to learn stuff the hard way, but there are people out there that do.
True.
I have one of them type of kids. Jada is the one. She likes to learn stuff the hard way.
And she learning.
She is. And you know what? That's another thing as a parent. You have to allow them to learn. You cannot be a crutch. You cannot always be the one to bail them out. My daughter let somebody drive her car 3 months ago, and the young girl crashed her car and totaled it. Okay. After we told her you should not have anybody driving your car because you were on our car insurance, she being hard-headed. When I tell y'all her daddy went up to the scene of the accident, he made sure she was okay, and James went off on her. Okay.
Wow.
She has since then, she has gotten another car. She had to learn the hard way now. Now she got her own car insurance. She ain't on our car insurance anymore. And guess what? She paying 3-4 times more than what she was paying on ours. So it's like sometimes these are expensive lessons that you have to learn.
That's true.
The way you're gonna learn them is you got to go through them. So you can't super save a hoe all the time as mom and dad. That's what I'm telling y'all. Okay.
That's true.
Let's see. My mama raised all of us without daddies. All of us without daddies. Not a daddy was present. Miss Earth Girl said, a mama always took care of me and I'm grateful. And now I own 2 properties, but she not here to visit either one. But I'm not on welfare and I learned to grow. I learned to be grown and be my own woman with my own husband. Amen to that, Earth Girl.
Amen.
Okay. She said, yes, my kids definitely didn't play with me. Miss Tina Faye, she said, we all need to pray, fast, and meditate. Our mental is in war. It is. And this is mental health month this month too, ladies. So I implore you to always make sure that you set time aside for yourself.
True.
Because sometimes we get so overwhelmed and so caught up in everything that's going on with everyday life that sometimes we feel we fail to take time for ourselves. That's something that I have been doing a lot lately. And I don't feel like I got to explain myself about it. If I don't feel like doing a live sale, I just don't do it. I try to plan out a month in advance.
You get in that way sometime, I already know.
She do, but I've been consistent here lately, honey. I've been consistent because
you're a bad mama jamma.
I've written my schedule out and I give myself grace that some days I might not just be having a good day. I may not be physically feeling up to it because I not only do that, I do other things too. So it's just like sometimes I need a mental break. And sometimes being on social media, you have to give yourself a mental break because you can get bombarded with all of this. I know one of y'all was telling me that y'all planning on starting y'all channel up again. And I am excited for you. I really want you to do that. I'm just going to tell you this. This is my piece of advice to you. Stay true to yourself. If you can't give yourself 100%, don't do it. Don't do it. So them days when I tell y'all I can't do it, it's because I don't have 100% to give y'all. And I ain't finna half-ass on nothing, okay?
That's good advice.
It is. It is. And I think a lot of times us women, we don't give ourselves grace and time to reset and recoup. And we need to do that. Sometimes I just like to not talk to nobody. Sometimes, like when I get off the line with y'all tonight, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet.
You're going to be calling Bond. Bond?
No, Bond is right over there listening to me right now. When I get off the line with y'all, I'm going to go be quiet. I'm going to go try to find Claudine. I'm going to go try to find that movie, Claudine. You ever saw that movie, Mama?
Nah.
You don't know
I look at everything. I'm in the horror movie right now. This horror week.
Oh, it's horror week. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Style Me Thrift said, I think when you raise entitled children, you are not preparing them how to survive the world when mommy and daddy are not here. That is absolutely the truth. When your mama and daddy are no longer here, what are they going to do then? So you have to prepare these kids for life. You cannot continue to just keep doing every and anything for them. I'm sorry, but
you got to set example.
You do. And you have to give them responsibilities to take care of things. And if they don't, then you know what? If you don't like the rules, in my house, there's a big yellow door. Okay? A big old yellow door. That if you don't like the rules and you no longer want to follow them, there's the door.
That's true.
Go make your own way. Because we're not going to change to accommodate you. You have to be accommodating to us. You live with us. This is our shit, okay? Sorry, Mama.
Oh, I understand.
She said that Sandra said, I raised two sons along as a single parent, and they both are good fathers and husbands, very successful. That's awesome. St. John said, y'all, I received $20 child support, so got food stamps and medical and worked till I made too much money. So then worked in social services for 30 years as a social worker till I retired. So nobody can tell. So see, she telling y'all she done did it all. She done been in every position and she still came out on top. But see, she didn't take advantage of the system. She got out there and got her own. Miss Williams said it's when they keep doing the same shit and expect me to bail them out.
Sometimes they get locked in.
Yes. Yes. Rosaline said my parents made me pay half my check to pay for the Chevy Chevette I shared with my brother, paid insurance and toward grocery. I learned how to budget and they gave me half of the money back as a wedding gift. Now see, you never know what your parents may be doing for you behind the scenes. They may be taking this stuff from you, but you never know. Sometimes they may be using it for what they may need it for. Sometimes they can stop for you for a later date.
That's true. Because they asking you to give them this, pay rent. That don't mean they keeping it as paying that for you, you know.
Exactly.
Sometimes, you know, mothers can get a little slick. You know, sometimes we put it away just in case you got a rainy day and you need it. Because a lot of times when kids get money, they want to go buy clothes, they want to do this. But you stayed in the thrift store.
Really, Mama.
But you know, but the fact remains, you learn how to save money. Even though you went to the thrift stores, we stayed out of the regular stores
Yes.
because the regular stores got expensive. And that's why we all just got into this fade that we wanted to do what we wanted to do. Like, I do what I want to do too, you know. I'm
Mama,
into step is into the clothes, and I'm into the jewelry. And we try to keep it going, keep it all in the family. Sometimes you got to keep stuff all in the family. You know,
Yes.
like the love and the thoughts and the memories, and the memories never go away. You know, love don't never go away. I always say love your family because family is important.
Family is everything.
Yeah,
Until it's not, though. Until
I
it's
know.
because
Sometimes
throw you over too now.
I know, but sometimes, you know, it hurts when family's supposed to be so bonded. And, you know, sometimes we let outsiders come in and destroy what family built together. And that's a hurting thing, you know. But I still say, hey, we still got to love family. Because when we dead and gone, you can't say, well, oh, I love my sister. I love my brother. They're gone now. You can't tell them that because, hey, when you had the opportunity to tell them that, then it just wasn't the way it was supposed to be. I always gonna say I love my family, just like I loved my mama. My mama gone, but I still love her. I talk to her picture every day. I said, Mama, I still love you. And I feel like she's here by my side every day.
Grandma,
And that's what I built up in my girls. You know, I said, well, sometimes it's just good to call them and say, hey, baby, what you doing? I love you today. Even though you don't talk to them all day, you did get it out. You know, I spent a lot of time with my older sisters, and, you know, we have sister day where we go out and eat and go thrifting. You know, it's just fun. We work out, you know, have fun. That's what life is all about, you know.
I love that.
We gotta cherish every moment we have while we're living.
That's true.
Because, you know, with all this stuff going on in the world, you know, and it's so sad to see it. It's so sad. You got people out here homeless on the streets, you know, begging, and that hurts, you know, because life shouldn't be like this. You know, we just got to soak up what we see, you know.
Mhm.
You know, it's okay to give, but, you know, you got the homeless on the street talking about, give me $1, give me a quarter. What can a quarter do? Why can't I just give you $5, you know? Because I feel like me giving that blessing, that's my blessing. And I love everybody, whether they family or not, I still love them. But I have my private moments where I just want to be to myself, like my daughter. But I might call and bug them every once in a while. What you doing? You know?
Now, she done learned me over the years. She know not to call me until after 9:00 a.m. Okay? Because what am I doing, Mama?
Sleep.
If she called me too early, she like, I know, Steph. I know it's early. I know you still in the bed. Because I be like this, y'all. I be with one eye. Even though that one eye be cracked, I still answer the phone. I be like, Mom. She was like, I just need you to check something for me. I said, Mama, can I do this when I wake up? Okay, call me back when you wake up.
Yeah.
I am the official person that answer the phone. No matter when she call, I'm going to answer the phone. Because this is what I tell my sisters. I tell them, I said, when she calls, you never know what she calling for.
That's right.
She could be calling it can be an emergency. It can be she just want to shoot the shit with you, you know, just ask you how you doing. I say now, I be trying to tell them, cherish all the moments you can get with Mama, because when she gone,
I can't laugh and smile and cry no more with y'all.
I got tons of videos to go back and watch with you, though. I
know.
I sure do.
I always say those was the good days. But I just can't say.
Mama, don't start singing, please. Don't. I know you
I'm
want.
missing my karaoke.
You ready to go to karaoke? I could wrap this up so you can go on to karaoke. Okay.
What time is?
It's 10:26.
Oh, it's too late now.
Okay, so Miss Sandy said, it amazes me when some of these young adults in our families try to teach us about life while we are still feeding, clothing, and boarding them. Say
Amen.
time, girl. They better stop playing.
Amen. That's right.
Stop playing. Okay, let's see. They said that Claudine is on actually YouTube, y'all. It's on YouTube, okay? Stami Thrift said, I was a sheltered kid, not entitled, but I still struggled a lot when I was learning to be an adult. I didn't know the first thing to do when we had hurricanes, the pandemic, being a single mom. Well, see, you say you wasn't entitled yet sheltered. And there's a difference. There's a difference in being entitled and sheltered. There is a difference. Because your parents were probably trying to protect you from things, yet at the same time,
True.
It was prohibiting you from learning life lessons through them as well. So I completely understand what you're saying. Earth Girl said, when you lose your parents, it teaches you the values you lacked when they was here. It's no place like home. That's for the good parents. I 100% agree with that.
That's right. That's right, Earth Girl.
Yes, I love on my mama every day. I laugh with her. I be policing her. I be asking her, why do I feel like the mama? She said, because maybe right now you are the mama. I said, okay, I'm gonna take that role. But I love my mama.
You act like it.
I do. Somebody got to be the mama. Somebody. Okay.
Well, you are a mother.
I am. And I know.
I don't have a problem with you being my teddy bear baby.
Oh, no, not your teddy bear, honey. Not your teddy bear.
My teddy bear.
Oh, you really talking about a teddy bear. Mama, you know my daddy be hugging on a little white dog, right?
Nah, really.
No, I'm so serious. He be having a teddy bear. He is attached to it, okay?
A real dog?
No, Mama, a teddy bear, just like that. It's a dog.
Well, I don't go around hugging no teddy bear all day now.
Oh, okay. What he do? He attached to it. I think.
Oh, he is. Just like somebody being attached to a blanket.
Yeah, I think it's like his support. It's like a support thing for him. And
That's good. Maybe he got a little pet dog for healing. Because I understand he got baptized.
Yes, he did. That's why I say he on his healing journey. Look, I don't let your dad go in here and see you up here now.
Wow.
Sit your ass right here.
Okay. Hey, Bun.
Hi, Grandma. How you doing? They say, do y'all think it's more difficult raising girls or boys?
Girls are better to raise. The reason I say girls are better to raise is because girls grow up fast. They understand life and they know how to get out there and get a job. A boy ain't gonna get out there and get a job right away. He gonna depend on mama. And sometimes boys turn out to be mama boys. They don't want to never leave home. And I haven't even had a son, but I know how it is because my grandboys love on their grandma. So that's why I said, if I would have had a son, really.
He would have been a mama's boy.
He would have been a mama's boy.
He would have been a mama's boy. I definitely think if you had a son.
But his mama ain't always want to be around mama. She'll come around every once in a while when I call her, even though she's in the area.
I know. Ashley not a mama's girl.
No. But Stephanie is.
I am.
Demetria is.
Yeah.
Stephanie called me every day. But Ashley call me out. Either she'll pop up And then if I don't answer the phone for maybe a couple of days or something,
Oh, she's
and
coming.
she knows she coming around here to check to see if I'm okay. And that's what I like about Ashley. If she got that key, she gonna open that door with her just to find out is I'm okay, you know.
It sure is.
Or sometimes it ain't good to live alone, you know. That's why I tell a lot of girls and boys, hey, check on your parents. Check on them.
Yes, always check.
If you're going through something with your parents, still go check on them. I don't care. Call them, because I done found some of my friends done came home and their parents done been deceased for 2 and 3 days. Nobody checked on them. So
Really?
check on your family. You know?
Everybody's
Check
saying
on them.
they think boys are easier to raise.
They might be easy to raise, but they don't leave home.
You said they don't leave home?
No. A girl will leave home right away. A boy,
I know.
Mama,
I left
I
home.
shouldn't have to pay bills. I got male friends that's like that. They'll tell you quick. I'm still staying with my mama. You a grown man. You 70 years old. You still staying with your mama? Really? So
Yeah.
that's why I said I don't think so. They're not easy to raise.
But Mom, because you ain't had no boys, so that's why. I can say I think girls are easier too, because I had girls.
Yeah.
I have a son. That's me. Yeah.
Because when you got boys and they go out there and make a baby, they coming back home to mama. If they ain't got no job, they want their mama to take care of their sons, their kids. And I never had that problem with my girls telling me, Mama, you need to help me take care of my kid. Only time I took care of you was when your husband was in Afghanistan or whatever.
Did you say Afghanistan?
You know, Afghanistan or whatever.
Afghanistan, Mama. Y'all, I be cracking up. The way she be pronouncing stuff. Watch this. Watch this. Say, what kind of medicine you take, Mama?
What?
What kind of medicine you take when you got a headache? What? Say it. Come on.
What?
What kind of medicine you take
I
when
can't hear you.
What kind of medicine you take when you got a headache?
Ibuprofen. You so funny, Steph.
She be having me hollering, y'all. Ibuprofen.
I'm finna fall out, Steph.
Don't fall out, Mama. Don't fall out. Please don't fall out.
I'm like you.
She said, not Afghanistan. Yes, child. She said Afghanistan. Okay.
Well, you know. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm from Georgia, so hey, I keep it real. My words might not come out all classy and delicate and it's like a diva, but it is what it is, okay? At the end of the day, it's Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. Say it one more time. Afghanistan.
Really, Steph?
Mama, come on. You said ibuprofen.
That's my daughter, y'all.
She said the same way every single. She like, girl, you know what the hell I mean.
Yeah, she know.
I be over here cracking up. Me and James be laughing at her. She like, oh,
Afghanistan.
Afghan. Say
Afghanistan.
Afghan, Mama. It's an N, not an M. N.
We're gonna put an M on it.
Okay, we're gonna let her have it. That's how the Georgia girls say it, okay? Afghanistan. Okay.
Really?
It's funny though.
That's my baby.
She from what part of Georgia are you from, Mama? Dublin? Dublin? Is that the name of the town? Huh? What is it?
Eastman, Georgia.
Eastman, Georgia. Okay, Eastman, Georgia. Okay. See, mama, that she a peach as well. Yeah, she a real Georgia peach. Okay.
I'm a Georgia peach.
Georgia.
When I meet peoples and they tell me, they say, "Girl, where you from? You got an accent." I said, "Really?
Wait.
I thought the accent left me."
No, it ain't left you. It's still there. People up here in New Jersey.
Well, you can't bring the peaches out of Georgia.
You can't. That's why I be saying I'm a Georgia peach girl too.
Yes.
In my blood. She said a Geechee girl. Okay.
I ain't said nothing about I was no Geechee because I ain't no Geechee.
Ain't Geechee a person that eat a lot of rice? Ain't that a Geechee?
I don't know. I don't eat rice like that.
Okay, Gabrielle.
I just know I'm a Georgia girl.
She's from Macon, Georgia. Dodge County. Okay, Dodge.
Who is that?
That's one of the nieces, Gabrielle. Okay, I'm coming, Barn.
Gabrielle, you from Macon, Georgia?
I'm coming. I'm getting
okay. We family.
Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna have to wrap it up because my little dog is saying he gotta go to the POTTY. I can't say that loud because if he go do something in his house, he gonna be in trouble. Okay. So I just hope that you all enjoyed this special little time that I put aside for y'all tonight with Women Who Wine. If y'all would like to see me do this on a monthly basis, please let me know in the comments because I will make sure it's part of my November schedule. And I appreciate Mama Rose for showing up and hanging out with me. Maybe next time we can get the rest of the gang on here, and that's the sisters and the friends.
Sure enough.
Mama was the only one available tonight, but she showed up.
I took time out of going to sing tonight, just to wine with the girls, the niece's, and the professor.
Yes, y'all.
Professor.
This the one name she don't mess up. What's my name, Mama? What's my name of my channel?
Eclecnista.
Y'all want to know who taught her how to say that? Little baby Asia.
Really?
Mama Asia did teach you how to say it. Don't tell that story. You know she taught you how to say it.
Well, I like to wine with y'all, but I also like to sell with y'all. So I told Steph, I think I'm gonna open up me a live.
I told her she can. She just gonna have to get somebody to do her packaging and her mailing, honey.
I think I sent them to Steph and she can go from there. We can do just what we're doing tonight. And
she wanna give me extra work.
No, I'm not giving you extra work, but you're gonna be making extra money.
I'm coming.
But ladies, I will be sending more jewelry to Miss Long, the professor.
There you go, the professor.
So she can kind of get y'all into
because y'all know
the good vintage stuff.
Y'all know when I buy my own jewelry, y'all know it ain't going nowhere. But when she send me the jewelry, I'll make sure y'all get it. Most definitely, okay? Most definitely. They said that's a Geechee. A Geechee is a rice eater. I thought so, okay? She said it was good. Welcome back, Women Who Wine. Yes, next time I'm gonna really try to have another sister.
Women Who Wine.
And guess what?
Wine. Ain't got time.
We're gonna let Mama Rose do the remix to the Women Who Wine song.
Y'all want a remix?
No, not now though, Mama, because I gotta go. Bon gotta go potty. He over here dancing.
Well, hey, I'm dancing too.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say is y'all definitely will get this once a month. It will be pre-scheduled, okay, so that y'all have time to prep for it. Next time I'll try to do it on a Friday night, so nobody got to go to work the next day, okay? Right. And next time maybe we can have one of the nieces show up as a guest speaker, okay? Okay, if anybody willing to do that, y'all hit me up on Instagram and let me know, okay? But y'all, we want to say good night. Y'all ain't got to go, but we got to get the hell up out of here, okay?
We got to get the hell up out of here, girlfriends.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So on that note, y'all have a good evening. Thank y'all for coming to hang out with me and my mama. I hope y'all enjoyed the topics that we talked about tonight. And with all of that, y'all know what I'm going to say. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and stay fly.
Stay blessed.
And stay fly too.
And focus.
And all of that. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Love y'all. Good night.
Love you.